Welcome to Don't Whistle at Night podcast, where Navajo legends echo in the shadows. Darren and Dawn will guide you through the sacred fire of native storytelling, where the old stories breathe, the unknown walks among us, and voices, long hidden, rise to be heard. And remember, don't whistle at night.
Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome. So glad that you're here. That's hysterical because that's the intro to the Don't Whistle at Night podcast, which their banner was here when we got here, and that's all fine. And it sounds like a really interesting show. I love that. On this one, the station manager, that was their blender because she said it was all loaded for me and all I had to do was push the button. However, it does look like a great show. Don't Whistle at Night. I don't know the day and time for this, but here on UPRN, you can find this show, which is either new or in a new time slot. I'm Annette Munich. I'm the co-host. You are at Father Shawn's Paranormal Ministry, 107.7 FM New Orleans, 105.3 FM in the Gulf Coast, UPRN. Very happy to be here. Father Shawn cannot be here. He is still on leave due to serious medical problems in his family. And we do have a GoFundMe for his wife, Sharon, who had major surgery on the 22nd of June and has had 5 or 6 now procedures since. And this has been a real ordeal and slow going. And there is a link in the chat room. If anybody wants to find this link on GoFundMe, it's going to say join Sharon's fight to beat cancer. Join Sharon's fight to beat cancer. We have to say everything twice because a lot of people are on listening on the regular radio. They might be driving around their cars, and if you only say something once, it's easy to forget that. And that's Sharon Whittington. Father Shawn Whittington is a priest with the USOCC. That means United States Old Catholic Church. He has a great website, ghostbegone.biz, ghost-b-gone.biz. And he would love to hear from any and all of you, and all of your prayers and donations are appreciated more than you can imagine. You might know Father Shawn from being on Eli Roth Presents a Legion of Exorcists. That show was on Travel Channel, and you can now watch it on Max and Discovery Plus. Also, he is an author of 2 books. We have God, Ghosts, and the Paranormal Ministry, Volumes 1 and 2. I got one of those books right here. I'm so prepared today. Ta-da. This is Volume 2. Yeah.
I love that one. Well, I love all of them. I've got the 1 and 2.
All of these are cases of his. Each chapter is its own case. And he does tell you how to resolve it. And you can never predict what's going to happen next in these stories. They are incredible and very scary. Also, if you go to his website, you can get a signed copy from him. Otherwise, you can find these books on Amazon in paperback and Kindle. We have got just a great crowd coming in. So happy to see you guys. We've got Linda. Hello, Linda. Kira, thanks for coming. Michelle Wilfong, always happy to see you. Heidi, hey girl, hey. And just loading up, and we're so glad you came and joined us. This is No Glam Friday because it's over 100 degrees again here by Tulsa, and it's like 111 with the heat index, and I'm on the second floor doing the show. So, we're calling it is what it is, but we showed up because we're troopers.
That's it.
Absolutely. Now we're going to get started. We have the last Friday of each month. We have Happy Medium Monthly, and Susan Ahearn is here joining us, and we do some free readings and talk a little bit and just have a good time. So if anybody has some questions or comments, go ahead. We're open for that. And we were going to talk for a few minutes about this really interesting case.
What do you got?
With that 18-month-old that they pronounced dead, that he had apparently drowned, and then he woke up in the morgue 5 hours later.
One in Arizona. Yes.
Out in Arizona. Hi, Travis. Travis is here. So I guess what I'm throwing out there to you, Susan, miracle or complete and total incompetence. I would like to say that this doesn't happen hardly at all, but I've actually known someone that this happened to. This is someone that I knew from when I did a show at a different station back in the day. And she was a show host. Sorry. She was a show host, and she woke up in the morgue. Consequently, because of this, she became a minister.
Wow.
Now, this was a grown person, but and I'll say to the chat room too, what do you think? Isn't it scary that there could be a level of incompetence that could end up sending you to the morgue? In our day and age, you can understand in the 1800s or something, they have no modern equipment. Someone could be breathing shallowly. They could be in a coma. They could have not moved for a long time. Maybe you don't hear a heartbeat. But in this day and age, and this poor little kid, I guess he spent 10 minutes at least face down in the bottom of the pool. I think you know about this case because you were talking about it previously. Is that right?
Yeah, he was found. So he was at least in the pool for 10 to 15 minutes unattended before they realized, and they found him face down. So then, clearly they removed him. They started CPR. It took a while for the rescue to get there, rescue to transport. I'm sure they worked on him in the ER. So this was, they had a lot of eyes on this child, and especially being a child. And I'm sure there's, we'll put out some trigger warnings here, but especially being a child, that they worked extra hard.
Right.
They went they went, I would say, yes.
Right.
And so after, I'm sure, doing all that they could, he was pronounced dead, and then was transported to the morgue and I'm sure there was time in between his pronounced deceased and getting to the morgue.
Right.
So there's another few minutes in between there, at least say half an hour, where the parents have to say their goodbyes. And then there's a whole process. It doesn't doesn't. And so 5 hours after that,
wow,
this child wakes up in the morgue. So he's not put into any place. He's on a gurney. He's in the morgue waiting for their process to tag and label and get all the situation. Right. So he's awake. And the last time I Googled it, he did not die. So I don't know. I thought I had heard that he then since died after that, but I couldn't get that information. So I don't have all of the information. But this story is really about waking up in the morgue And
Right.
people that have gotten to that place where, what would you do? Like you wake up and you're in the morgue. You don't know why you're there. The last time you knew, you were swimming in a pool or,
Right.
in a car. And now you're in a building. You don't even know where you are with no
Right.
clothes on, probably zippered up.
At least with a shade on. But it's a very, very creepy scenario, although,
What did your co-host lady say? What did she say about that? Did you ask her?
She was in a zip bag.
Oh, how horrible.
How horrible.
Oh, that's a nightmare. That is a nightmare.
If you think about it, when you're in a zip bag, the tab for the zipper is on the outside.
Well, they need to start making them on the inside now because.
And but like back in the day, because we're going to talk about this for a minute. And hi, Melissa. Melissa says, hi, ladies, from Melissa in New Zealand.
Yay.
Welcome here. We are so happy to have you here.
Yeah.
Back in the 1800s, of course, this happened from time to time, and they'd have a coffin with a glass window. They would have like a thing that came from the casket up out of the ground where you could ring a bell.
Oh, remember
called,
the bells.
Help me, I'm still alive. I mean, this is just horrific. But again, it's 2026. Now, what you're laying out here, and I did see the stories about this, and I do think he's still alive.
Okay.
And luckily, he's so small, he'll probably never remember any of this. But if you go and chronicle through everything that Susan just said, all the time and all the people and everything, and then for the child to wake up, if you had to, would you call this a miracle? I think maybe it is. We can't prove it, but I think maybe it is. We got Nancy here. Hi, Nancy Rain. But I mean, really, again, when you chronicle everything you said, how many people saw that child and then said goodbye to him, and then he went down into the morgue and all that time passed. And again, 10 to 15 minutes face down in the bottom of a pool. I would like to see a follow-up to see if he has any kind of brain damage, because you would think that he does. If he doesn't, that's really definitely a miracle.
Right. I would agree. But also, like in history, we know that there have been plant-based medicines that people would give people that were like, that gave them the zombie effect, so that it would decrease their pulse rate and breathing rate almost to non-existent, but still kept them alive. They would get buried, and then they would become alive inside a casket under the ground, where there were just lots of cases of those as well. But that's not what we're really talking about. That was like induced.
That's induced. And also I would think that under a close medical inspection, you would see that that person is merely drugged and comatose to a very marked degree. But I don't know. I'm not a medical professional. I'm just saying, with everything being as advanced as it is, but it, reminds me of these old horror stories where they would dig somebody up. And this is true. This has happened many times, of digging somebody up and seeing the scratches inside the lid of, right?
Totally creeps me out.
Totally. How awful.
Yeah.
So if you're ready to move on, I will start taking
where do we go from there?
Where do we go from there? And again, really happy to see everybody. Let me look back and make sure that I've not missed anyone. So we're going to start with Travis. Is that right?
That is
No,
right.
I think I had
Nope,
somebody.
nope.
I think I had somebody before you, Travis. Hold on. We gotta be fair. There's a little fairness in the world. We have to give it a shot. Okay.
All right. No pushing in line.
No pushing, no fighting, no spitting. No stealing
Everybody gets a
anyone's milk
reading.
money.
Right.
Okay. Linda Wenzel says, "What's in store for me, Susan? I've been anticipating leaving where I currently am. I'm hoping for a new beginning."
All right. Well, don't do anything until after September. It really is a good time. But right now, there's just so much in astrology going on, and we're not even going to go there because it's just way too much. But it's a great time to put those dreams into action. The ones that you've been thinking about all winter that you should have been thinking about during the winter time when we were setting that up is now it's like go time. Now it's like really you can almost smell it and taste it. That's what I want to feel for you. That's what I see for you, Linda, is waiting till September to do that leap off of. But let's see. I'm going to pull some cards and we're going to see. Yeah, they're saying not right now. Don't do it right now. You're in the thinking phase. So that's exactly what we were talking about. You're in the thinking phase. You kind of feel stuck. This is you. You've put yourself in prison. So this tells me that you've got some stinking thinking, a little limiting thoughts and beliefs and fears. Those will hold you back and could totally rain on your parade. So you've got to be okay with just letting that go. Just like it's okay to want and to dream big for yourself. And don't say, but this could happen, or maybe, or what ifs. Don't do the what ifs. Stop them right before they come, because those will keep things from flowing forward. And that's the biggest thing for you right now. But everything is on schedule. So keep moving forward.
And I'm going to do exactly what you said you weren't going to do, because the astrology right now is off the hook. And there's people saying so much about what's happening now and how it's been even hundreds of years since it's happened. And so we are in a time, and I'm not a professional astrologer, but I watch a lot. We're in a time of great shifts. And I think that might be why, in general, you may want to just let the dust settle a little bit from this July, because just a whole lot going on. And I'll let Susan, finish that up. But like a whole lot. Like I know that, you hear a lot of times there's a lot going on astrologically, but it really, really is. It really, really is. It's like a shift of consciousness on a major level. The beginning of it, maybe, at least.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But like the winter time, we felt like we were like, best word is constipated. Like there was no, you wanted to do something, but you just couldn't. I don't think it was going. Nothing was happening. And so now we can see that something is happening and we're moving towards that. It's just not go time. It's getting ready. It's like packing your bags, but bringing them to the front door, but you're not on the plane yet. So there's a process, and you could rush it. It's going to be, it was a perfect, I did a reading today and it was perfect. It said, you can do it. This one thing that this person wanted to do, but wouldn't you want to do it if it was graceful? Because you're going to still do it, but I'd rather you do it and enjoy it and it be stress-free, instead of doing it and having it be discord all the way through the process. You're still going to get the end result is still the same. Why don't you enjoy the process? So that would mean just wait a minute, and that time will come.
The thing about astrology too, it basically, if you were going to use this as a tool, it would be a tool for you to plan beneficial timing for things as opposed to not beneficial timing. It's mostly a timing tool.
Yep.
They said Ronald Reagan and Nancy Reagan always looked at their chart, and they had astrologers and other leaders in other countries as well. If you can have timing on your side, why wouldn't you?
Yep.
So like right now, with all of the shifts that are going on, it's just that things will seem less settled and less predictable. So if it's something that's somewhat risky anyway, waiting, like she said, until say September 1st and get out of the summer of all of this shifting, because I mean we could say what all the shifts are, but that's the whole show, because so much stuff has shifted. It's been a big deal. And having said all that, I'm gonna go.
Can go look it up themselves. I mean, just go up and look at, just Google what's happening in astrology today, and you'll get a whole list.
Right, that's true. And there's all kinds of podcasts. If you don't know what it means, there's people that will explain all of these transits. And here is Golden Cougar Wolf. That is Nancy. I would love a general reading for the next 6 months. Happy Friday. Yes, today there shouldn't be those mistakes. She's making a comment about somebody ending up in the morgue.
Yeah, there shouldn't be those mistakes.
On that one, yeah.
Yeah. But that's life. Life gives us those twists and turns. What happened to Trevor?
Well, he's behind her. I went back.
Oh, you're in.
And I went through the line.
Okay. We don't want to lose Trevor.
Yeah.
All right.
It's Travis.
Oh, Travis. Sorry.
So
Travis.
we already lost Trevor because there is no Trevor, but that's okay.
Maybe he's not here yet. That would be nice.
Would it be funny if a Trevor showed up right now? I'd laugh so hard.
Come on, Trevor. Come on,
Trevor, where are you? Okay.
All right. The next 6 months. Wow. Look at you looking down the road far away. Whew.
In 6 months, it'll be Christmas time, right? Or is it even?
Oh, it's past.
That's scary.
It'd be February. What would it be? Yeah. Right?
Oh, yeah. Right. In 6 months, it'll be February. Frick.
Mm.
How fast time goes.
Oh, right. All right. So union, things coming together, green, flowing. So something that has not been profitable or healthy. The tree is, the roots are exposed. It's alive, but it's not very healthy. It's telling me that this whatever the situation is for you at the moment is coming together, and it's going to be healthy. So moving forward, you're going to be letting things go. And that's kind of the theme of what we've been into for a while, is letting things go that no longer serve you. If that's a relationship, friendships, businesses, anything that you've had that just doesn't work. I mean, even if it's in your closet, the clothes in your closet, like if you haven't worn them and you haven't let them go, let it go. That's kind of the process of getting all the way down to your junk drawer and letting it go. Some of these things we don't even know what it is. And that's what they're telling me, is for you to focus that refined, that simply just looking at all the details in your life for the next 6 months and just cleansing, so that you're left with a very bare minimum, but you're not going to feel empty. If I said this to do this 10 years ago, I think it would have been like a panic attack. We weren't ready to let go of things. Things were important to us. and things defined who we are or were. And now it's a cleansing ritual for you for the next 6 months. It's going to be interesting.
You could do like me, Nancy. I'm Aquarius, so I get my old clothes and I get some scissors and I make something that I might like and use out of it.
That's
And
cool.
I love to do that. I have to think about it for weeks and weeks and weeks, but then one day I finally get the scissors, because here's the thing. A lot of this stuff, there was something I really liked about it in the beginning, which was the print or whatever, the material, but I don't really like it on me, or it don't fit right, it don't look right, or something about it isn't right. But, you know, you can do it without a sewing machine. If you have a sewing machine, it's a lot easier. If you don't have a sewing machine, you can still do it, and it could look very nice. And there's tutorials on YouTube showing you, look at me, I'm old-fashioned girl now. This is true, I got chickens, I got turkeys, I got all kinds of stuff out here in the country, but you can do stitch work to an extent where people would not necessarily know that was hand done. You can do a perfectly good job and step into the Renaissance. I'm hoping for a Renaissance. So when Susan's saying let go of things, you're not letting go of things out of a bad feeling. You're letting go of things, making room for new things that you will love, care about, cherish, and want to have, instead of dragging around a bunch of stuff in a Santa sack on your back that holds you down and makes you feel bad.
Yeah, that's perfect. And that joy of letting go, you know, take a moment after you do, like, say, just one small project, pick one closet and you finish the closet, or a dresser, and then see how it feels to have that pile that you just got rid of. It really makes space. It really makes space. And so the end result for you is fortune. So good things are coming when you get through this process, because it's more than just cleaning. There's emotion attached to some of those. There's some responsibility, or they were someone else's things that you felt responsible for holding on to. And now it's time for you to let those go too. It's okay. So there's some deep work in this for the next 6 months for you.
It's a nice process if you have the right attitude. I think, I know I'm being a little bit repetitious, but when people talk about letting go, there's sort of a lot of times negative association with that. But if you're doing it the right way and it's time, there really isn't. It doesn't mean slam the door in everybody's face. Doesn't mean throw everything in the garbage can. Mm-mm. But, you know, you can Renaissance it. Mm-hmm. And still be open for new possibilities, open-hearted and ready to receive. You can for sure be that.
And then you get going, then you're on a roll, and then you start throwing away everything.
I'm terrible. I'm not a hoarder by any means. I'm not. But I feel like if I have something nice and I have to rehome it, I can't just put it in the garbage. So now I'm stuck with it until I can find somebody who wants it, or I can take it to donate. So when my daughters throw things away, they don't do it when I'm around, because I'll look at this box and I'll be like, hey, this is still good. Hey, this is pretty new. Hey, what are you throwing this away for? It's not broken. Hey. And so they don't even try anymore, because I feel like I have to. And I do. Now I'm going to go on a little farther branch. I'm from originally on the south side of Chicago, an Italian immigrant neighborhood. People were a little poor. We didn't know we were poor. We always ate good, beautiful gardens, flowers also. And the men also liked to grow flowers. And the women, they could sew, they could do everything. But it's a thriftiness in there. And it makes you feel like you can't just throw things away like they're junk when they're not junk. Now you got to find a purpose for it, a home for it, someone that wants it, a place. You have to something, because as much as you own it, it owns a little piece of you too.
Mm-hmm.
That's a thriftiness that comes down. Like, you would never throw away a good winter coat when you know that there's people out in the world that are cold. You would never.
Completely.
You'd put it in a box and wait until you can donate that for someone that could use it. So now I'm off on a thing again. Let's move along. And thank you, Nancy. Nancy's in Michigan. Very, very sweet, very nice lady. Travis, what'd you do to Trevor?
Poor Travis.
Travis said,
Okay.
Travis Davidson, I would like a general reading as well if there is time.
There is always time for you, Travis. We will make time. You were politely waiting in line. All right. What can we tell? Ooh, what good things are happening? We've got libido. This is the love card. There's good things flowing, coming to you. Green grass, the peacock. That is a very significant
You've got a
symbol.
libido card.
It's the love card. Yeah, it's
I
libido.
think that's hysterical. Can you say libido on the radio? This is hysterical. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I think, well, we just did like 4 times. So
Wait.
I guess, yeah.
Travis, you got the libido card.
Woo.
We didn't even know existed. It's for you.
There it is. So it's good. This is like stuff is happening for Travis.
Yay.
And it just feels like this is a good time for you. All right, especially the moon. This is the feminine. This is the goddess energy. So we've got the love card, the goddess energy card, the nighttime. Things are happening in the evening for Travis. Travis, this is going to be your good time. This is going to be where you're most creative right now. Things are flowing too. There's lots of water. I've got water all over the place here for you.
Can I ask Travis what sign he is and where he's listening from? What state or country are you in? I think he's in the United States, but if you don't mind asking, I'm curious when she said all this water.
And the birth card. Woo. All right. Well, with all of this juiciness going on, I would say be careful. If you don't want a child, you don't want to get pregnant.
Susan just said, with all of this juiciness going on. There you go. Okay, Travis said he's a Capricorn and he's from Tennessee. Well, that's a beautiful state. Beautiful.
Yeah, that is. All right. Well, it's really, these are juicy cards. And so if you lots of things are lining up for you. So just be careful that on that front. But yeah, I like this for you. These are all like, look at these. These are really actually very phallic, actually. When you really go
phallic.
Oh, can I say that too? I can say that. Can't I?
What if Father you know what Father Shawn said? He said, I'm doing Annette's Good Time Paranormal Hour. Look at all of these words. Now she said phallic. We had libido, then we had juicy, now we have phallic. Wow. That's okay.
They're not my cards. They're his cards.
They're not.
We'll blame it on Trevor.
Don't get pregnant, Trevor. Wait a minute. He's not even Trevor. He's Travis.
That's why we're blaming it on Trevor.
Yeah. Don't get Trevor.
Trevor's fault.
I don't know. I don't know. I'll just be quiet.
Anyways, good things are coming. Enjoy yourself. You'll have a great time. That's it.
A very great time, apparently. A better time than most of us are having, apparently.
Exactly. I don't think we're going to see these cards again for a long time.
That's hysterical.
Next.
You got the cards no one even knew were in the deck. Whew. There you go.
That's it.
All right. Let's see what we got. We got Melissa saying she misses her friend Travis. And then we have Linda saying what's dampening is her arthritic pain. I really get that. I really get that. That's hard. I could say something about that, but I'm going to go to Heidi. Heidi, she says, Susan, if you're drawn and you have time, I would ever be so grateful to have any insights for me in the upcoming months. And she also has, I don't know if you remember about Heidi, she has anything on the big Egyptian looking cats. She's got kind of like a paranormal, and we'll say this even if you remember, because there's other people that may not know. She's got this paranormal situation where she sees big Egyptian looking cats and does not understand what the significance of them might be. And I mean, like in this message, she's saying, update, I woke up to one purring and laying next to my back last week or the week before. So I don't know if we're saying that they're ghosts or even understand what we're think. What do you think they are, Heidi? If you had to make a guess. Travis said, I'm here. You're not losing me. That's nice.
Good.
Nancy said, I've been throwing out things for the past year. I've been making rugs out of old clothes. Nice.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah. So she's a crafter and reimaginer too. I am way behind on all this because I was stuck up on the questions. Travis said Trevor can get pregnant, not me.
That's what I say too. Yeah.
I can't even. Okay, so we've got Heidi saying, I'm not sure. I have other different activity here too.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I'm going to tell you what it is. It's your ET people. It's her.
Wow.
It's her dimensional beings. And that's why they're coming through. And this is what's happening. It's people are seeing things and having more information and connecting with their otherworldly beings, because now's the time and it's coming. I've been talking about it for like a year and a half, 2 years, even probably longer, and just saying, get ready for this idea, the possibility. Well, now they're here and they're going to use whatever they need. And the card that I pulled, this is the sun. And then I have the sun and then the moon, which I love. That is the most beautiful balance. It's that prana symbol. It's like so amazing for you. You're getting that energy. You're getting that enlightenment. They're like dancing around the maypole. They're all excited with you and connecting with you, Heidi. And the moon is, well, actually, it's very feminine, but it's tapping into what is beyond the moon and the stars. And that's where all this information and your galactic family is from. And so, yeah, just embrace that and start using your telepathy, because that's the mode of communication, and start talking to them. I know it sounds crazy, but it is what it is. And they're gonna start, the more comfortable you get, the better it's going to feel. And then the more information that'll come through. And yeah, and you're going to get this information from other people that are seeing this for you. It just embrace it. It's wonderful. The higher knowledge that comes through with this is just such a gift. So it's here, it's now, and you've got some great people that are giving you information.
She's saying, Heidi says, I've heard the same from another. She said, I'm a Leo ruled by the sun and a sun Cancer ruled by the moon.
Right.
Interesting.
Yeah. I love that for you.
Oh, no.
You're right.
She's on I'm
fire
a Leo
right
ascendant, right? That's what the arrow means.
Mm-hmm.
And she's very close to Leo too anyway.
Yeah.
And she said, yes, thank you. I would telepathically. Gratitude. Susan absolutely resonates. Have we ever asked her if there's like some kind of strange history at that house she lives in at her location? I don't know if we've ever asked about that. That might be, I'm sure she's looked into it.
Yeah.
But,
No.
it's the kind of thing that makes you think maybe there's a story. I'm a book girl. I love stories.
There's always a story.
There's
Yeah.
always a story. It's so interesting, though, about big Egyptian cats and the meaning of that, or possible meaning of that. That's really interesting. So,
And that information is slowly going to be evolving. Like they're just not going to pop into our lives and just leave us hanging there going, okay, now what do we do? You've got to be comfortable with that process. And not her specifically, all of us. We have to be comfortable with the fact that maybe, we may get visited at night, and we may see things that we can't explain, or it takes they'll come to you'll get information that is usually comfortable for you, that you can handle. They don't like the last thing they want to do is traumatize you so that you don't communicate. No, they don't want that. It's into
most things, I'm just going to use the word things. You kind of know right away if they're there to harass you and traumatize you. If you're unsure about whether they are or not, then it's usually very early on, or they're not. Because things that are malevolent, well, that's not really right either, because some things can pretend to be nice for a while and then do the bait and switch on you. So, but I'm just saying, your instincts kind of help along with that somewhat, of what's the energy feeling that you're getting off of what you're dealing with, and if you really think it means to hurt you in any way, shape, or form. And Heidi says, I have looked into that first Christian college with original dorm houses right behind me and train tracks in a creek, and then a high voltage power hub all next to me. Well, that's interesting. You got
all that energy.
Yeah, and a big power source.
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
And you know what, too? Like, there was a place that, well, it's not just one, but one in particular, we did a lot of investigation, and places that have a big power source like that, especially if they're by a water source that includes wells, and you might not know that there's a well around there. And then some certain stones, particularly limestone buildings, hold and resonate energy. And all of these kinds of things can amplify hauntings. And also, they kind of provide an environment that just makes it easier for them to manifest and exist in that area. And she goes,
yeah, it definitely holds the energy.
High voltage power hub and a creek. Yeah.
Yeah. With the train tracks, the metal, anything like that. Yeah. It does feel like it almost feels like it happened before the house was there. It's like a part of the land, but now it's part of the house. So there may be two different things happening, unfolding at the same time, but on different timelines.
Well, that's interesting too, because you run into a lot of people that say, my house can't be haunted. It's a new house. It's like, well, the ground could be haunted. It doesn't occur to. I found in all of this over all these years, how many people think only houses can be haunted, only old houses can be haunted. They don't run outside because there couldn't possibly be, anything outside, right?
Right. I
It's
had a house that had sorry, I cut you off. I had a house that I was renting, and it wasn't the house that had a ghost, but I mean, the house had the ghost, but there was a ghost horse. The
Oh,
horse
yeah.
was haunted,
Interesting.
and it would run by the house, this haunted ghost, and it would, yeah, I had a date that night, and I didn't want to tell the person. It was like a first date, and I didn't want to tell them that the house was haunted. There was a little farm boy that was there. So something really traumatic must have happened there, because the farm boy and then the haunted horse that ran by. And they're like, "Oh, there must be an animal loose or something." I'm like, "Oh, I'm sure it was just a deer, not a big thing." And no, he's like, "No, I heard a horse. I know there was a horse." He kind of got freaked out. So he opened up the front door, and it had been snowing. So you would have definitely seen footprints. And there were no footprints. And he knew he'd heard it. So he was a little freaked out about that. And I was like, "Oh, I don't know. I don't think I heard that." I was trying to pretend that it didn't exist and tried not to be weird. Like I was in my trying not to be weird phase. That didn't really work well. When you got ghosts and stuff happening all around you.
Right.
And you're just like playing dumb. "No, I didn't hear that."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
"No, I didn't see that." Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
it's part of the land. It's just part of the land. It is what it is.
Yeah. Right. And, everything is like, there's a lot of people. I don't want to say a lot of people. It's a little better than it used to be. Like, they don't think like a mobile home could be haunted.
Mm-hmm.
It can't be haunted. It's a mobile home. What? Look, anything can be. Spirits are everywhere they want to be.
Right.
Everywhere they want to be. You're not like, I ran outside, so now. I mean, there are some things that are connected to some things, and they stay there. They don't leave there. And then there's other things that move around freely, and you could go there and investigate, and you could bring one home with you. And I don't understand the rules of all of the supernatural stuff, but everybody that's listening with us, they know that your house doesn't have to look like the Addams family to be haunted. You could have a brand new house and it's haunted. You could it's connected to the land or whatnot. But okay. But there's a lot of people that this is like the UFO UAP thing. If you never believed in any of this stuff, then it's all brand new. Then, you're just trying to kind of process it and figure it out. But if you're like us and it's like, none of this is new yet. Really, the stuff that they're saying, none of it's like really completely outrageous and new to people that have been in the UFO, UAP community, if you will, keeping up with things, listening to people talk about things, reading, interviewing people about things. We haven't really hit an area that's like brand new, like yet. We have to wait for the rest of the world to catch up, because they have to get little bits stripped on them because they didn't think it was real for all this time, and that's fine. But
Yeah.
Well,
do you have any more readings? Because I wanted to talk about the Caribou Con that's coming up that I'm going to.
Yes, talk about that.
Okay, and if someone jumps in,
I think I got everybody, and we're getting down to 10 minutes left.
All right. Okay. It is September 18th to the 20th up in Canada. You can find out about it. It's www.caribouboocon.com. The VIP tickets, the early bird VIP tickets, I think if this is the 31st, today's the last day to get them. That's why I wanted to push that out. And the VIP tickets are going to be amazing. It's like ghost tour. You get the Skywatch. There's also a dinner that it comes with that. And I guess this is new. There's a Sasquatch tour that's going to happen. Dave's going to be taking 10 lucky people. So they're going to be picking them out of a hat. 10 lucky people are going to be able to go on this Sasquatch tour. It's very active where they are. It's a 100-mile ranch up in near Caribou. And so it's way up there. And I would really love to see people. I would love to see everybody.
And where's that at, actually?
What part?
Caribou.
Caribou. It's over near Vancouver. It's actually about 5 miles north. If I don't have a map, but it's about 5 miles north in Vancouver.
So it's in Canada.
It is in Canada. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's absolutely the most breathtaking area that you will ever go to. It's just absolutely beautiful. Daniel and I are going to be filming. We're going to be filming there. We're going to be filming the Caribou Con. We're going to be filming a new next segment to our series. It's going to be its own episode. So there's going to be that. So there's a chance to be on film if you're looking to get into that. And yeah, so it's going to be really good. We're excited.
Very nice, very interesting. And
Yeah.
I'm showing a new book today.
Oh, what you got?
Got a brand new book. Meridian Threshold. James Baxter, The Weaponization of Dimensions. Excellent book. If you like sci-fi, if you like AI, you know, these books that he writes are just very smart. I really would think that a lot of the scenarios that he puts forth could actually be very plausible. So if all of that's interesting, this is the first book of I know that there's going to be 3. There could end up being more, but this is the first book of a series, and it's very well done, beautifully written, and very happy to say that that is available now on Amazon in paperback, Kindle, and hardcover. As of today, Meridian Threshold, James Baxter. And before we're done, I'm going to say please like, share, and subscribe. We really like to keep our momentum going. It's hard because Father Shawn's not here, and we are trying to keep a good show going and interesting content. And if you're having a good time, please like and hit that notification bell so that you know when new shows are coming up as well. We appreciate that. And a big thank you to Joe Montaldo and Michelle DeRoche at UPRN. Very happy to be here. We're almost August. August will be 2 years since we brought the show over from the station that we were at before 2 years anniversary. So that's kind of crazy. But I like cake. I might have to have cake for that. I don't know. Really enjoy that. And we're going to have Danny Miner next week. And I believe we're going to be talking a lot UFO, UAP. But we'll see what he wants to talk about. And I want to thank I'm not really done yet. I'm just getting this all out of the way. And then you can say, I want to thank everybody for coming and wish you a great night and a great weekend. And you mean more to us than you know. And we're so glad that you join us. And we do have a good time. And that's important. So just really appreciate everybody. And we'll see what Susan wants to say before we sign off.
Oh, you know what I wanted to say? Remember last show, I predicted that Yellowstone was going to have a thing.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and they did. They had it was a new geyser, a new thing got set off, and an earthquake that went. So that was cool. That was a cool prediction. No one was hurt, so that's why it was cool. And so there was that. There was another thing. There were two predictions that I sent out because I freak out when I get my predictions right. They kind of freak me out. I'm like, oh. Yeah, what else? You can find me Susan Ahearn Paranormal on YouTube if you want to follow over there. Yeah, I don't know. I get nothing else. Cape Cod Happy Medium.com.
Right. And she'll be back with us at the end of August. And that goes by faster than you can imagine it. And it's interesting, too, because when she comes back at the end of August, we can talk about some of the stuff that we talked about today, kind of see how it's all unfolding, all of this energetic stuff and astrological stuff. We'll be in a month into it, and that'll be really interesting at that time. And, you know, she does talk a lot about earthquakes, and there's been a lot of earthquakes, and I think Japan just had another earthquake. So you see a lot about it. It's been, again, maybe I don't always pay attention enough, but it seems very prevalent this year. And she started off talking about that in January, earthquakes.
If you want to follow along and have more information about it, it's definitely is triggered by the solar flares coming at us, coming at our planet. It sets off everything. I don't have the guy I follow, but he's wonderful. He's on Facebook. If you reach out to me on Facebook, Susan Ahearn, or
is his name like Stephen Burns or something?
No, not him. This guy is Solar something or another. Anyways, if you reach out to me, if you're really interested in following along, he gives you factual information. He's retired and he's just got some great information, and it's scientific. It all lines up with everything of what's going on and what to be prepared for, because I like being prepared.
Don't be scared. Be prepared.
Scared. Be prepared. And on that note,
we will end. Thanks so much, Susan. Really enjoyed it. I hope you had a good time. And we will be back next week, like I said, with Danny Miner, and back with you at the end of August. I don't know what date it is. That's the last Friday of the month, but she'll be here. And thank you to everybody. Have a great weekend. And we look forward to seeing you again soon.